Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Andrzej, thank you for your kind words about Warsaw Stock Exchange, and I'd like to express my satisfaction that our cooperation with MCI develops so well, not only in terms such as that they are listed company, listed on WSE, but we are quite successful in organizing this cycle of conferences about new technologies and the perspectives for raising capital and developing. We have been traveling a little bit so far. We have been in Prague together. We have organized two or three conferences in Warsaw, and I'm quite convinced that this way of approaching entrepreneurship, not only in Poland but in the region, is a very promising way of assisting and helping entrepreneurs on their way of development. And we will continue this endeavor because the world is more and more global, the world is more and more integrated. And really, Karl Marx was right in that he was persuaded that the humanity will be focused on one central idea. And really, this idea is now globalization and integration of everything which is possible or which is subject to integration. But Karl Marx was definitely wrong when he was thinking that after the humanity will be transferred to this stage of being concentrated on one central idea, all the problems will be solved and there will be simply no problems involved in this new stage. We see that integration and globalization, although it really helps people and societies and economies in their development, it also creates new problems and new issues which must be solved. But this is also why life is interesting, and also life within capital market area is extremely interesting, especially these days. I will not, again, this will be a difference between me and Karl Marx. I will not focus on one central idea just to show you the slides, because the slides you have them in the booklet, in the book, a very impressive one. Congratulations for the organizers of this conference. I think New Europe is also an example of very efficient organization, because, we are only the partners in this endeavor. I mean, MCI and WSE, and Europe is charged with everything else. So they prepared a very good documentation, and you will find in this documentation some information concerning Warsaw Stock Exchange. This information presented in the form of the slides can be divided into sections or into chapters. One chapter is presenting some general info about what was and what is now something like Warsaw Stock Exchange generally, and the second chapter is devoted more closely to our new segment of the market, which was mentioned by Tomasz Czechowicz, a market for growth companies called New Connect, which has been launched in Warsaw very recently. So maybe I would only tell you that the history of Warsaw Stock Exchange is very young, because it was set up with all the transformation our region has been passing from the very beginning BizDays. So the WSE was created in 1991, and for some time, for years, it was developed like one of the local exchanges, which has been set up in our region.